Sales Stars. And if you are someone who is a human being that would like to grow their business using AI, automation, and authenticity, you are in the right spot, because today we have a room full of amazing experts who are going to be bringing you their best sales tips. So let me know in the chat where you're watching from. Welcome to the first episode of Saturday Sales Stars. We are here for the party. All right, we have never met before. My name is Molly Mahoney. I'm so grateful that you guys are here to hang out with me and my awesome friends. You guys say hi. I'm so stoked that we're all here. This is going to be so fun. So we are here from literally all over the world. We got 2 people with us from Hawaii, which I can't believe you guys got up this early. We have people who are literally fighting off snowstorms, and I'm here in California. Cannot wait to play with all of you. We're going to do a quick intro, but first I'm going to skip ahead because I want to celebrate those of you that are here with us in the chat. So this is you on the screen with us. Tell us where you are. I'm so stoked that you're here. This is going to be jam-packed with goodness. And I want you to know that you can also get access to the show notes. We'll have everything written down. You can go to this little link that I put on the screen. But if you want the notes, just drop the word show notes below. We will get back to you and get you access to those show notes. You can take your own notes too, but I'm sure we're going to go pretty rapid fire through these tips. So you're going to want to get those show notes. You can go to molly.live/AI Times for our newsletter, where we will be sending out the show notes. It'll be so good. I love it. All right. This is how this is going to go today. We're going to do little intros real quick, and then we're going to go through and everybody is going to share a win and their best sales tip. Y'all, I forgot to tell you, I'd love you to share your win also, because your wins are so good. So tell us, we're going to go real quick. Tell us who you are and where you are. Diana, we're going to start with you. I love you so much. Get us going.
I am in Minnesota, anxiously awaiting 9 to 12 inches of snow.
And tell us about what you're doing in your business.
So I work with midlife entrepreneurs, primarily females, to help them kind of get the energy that they need in order to grow their business, travel around the world, play with grandkids, whatever it is that they want to do. Because
I love it so much. Diana is also an amazing tango dancer, so I have danced with her before. I'm very stoked that you're here. All right, up next, we can whoosh, you guys. We love to do whooshes in our community, so we'll whoosh you. I love it. Wendy, give us your intro.
Hey, my name is Wendy Paquette. I'm a reality architect and dimensional fusion specialist.
Which is true. I've seen it in action.
I'm calling in from Ontario, Canada, where we actually have some beautiful sun today. So no snow, thank goodness.
Hooray! Yeah. I love it. Whooshes to you too.
Thank you.
Whooshes. All right, Stacy.
Hi, I'm Stacy Hyland. I'm also from the snowy East Coast, and I'm a business coach and certified AI strategist, and I help 6- and 7-figure entrepreneurs add a zero to their business without the hustle.
So good. And I think it is the best tagline ever. So good. Whooshes to you. I love it. Marcus.
I'm Marcus Anderson, and I am coming to you live from the very dark island of Kauai right now. But we're here and we're ready to go. The coffee slam. I help businesses and marketers, operators, folks with networks, find extra money inside their businesses without them having to spend more on ads or build more funnels or have more sales calls.
That he does. And I am so grateful for you in our community. Whooshes to you. All right, Andy Franco, also in the very warm climate.
Oh, gosh, don't remind me. It's sunny right now, but I know that as soon as it hits Minnesota, it's going to hit us in Cedarburg, Wisconsin. I live just north of Milwaukee. My name is Andy Franco. I am a strategic marketing consultant. I typically work with established businesses who are already selling stuff, and I help them either scale and grow or figure out why they're not currently scaling and growing and figure out all the pieces. So I do a lot of strategy, work with clients to help them get things moving in the right direction so they can generate more revenue.
We're so grateful for you in our community too. Andy Franco is famous for his Black Friday strategy that he shared with our community last year. So grateful. I love it. You may know him from Sora. All right. And then we have the awesome Lisa. I'm so glad we've gotten to spend time in real life too. So Lisa.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Lisa Kennel. I'm the founder of Amplify Marketing. I am in Kansas City, which is right in the heart of the Midwest. So you know what they say, sunny today, snow tomorrow. That's our reality today. So, but I help business owners. I'm an AI strategist. I help business owners find ways that they can implement AI, increase productivity, and increase profitability through that. But it is with a human first approach. So we're not replacing humans, we're amplifying humans. And that's what I specialize in.
We love it. Whooshes to you. All right. And our next Hawaiian guest. Oh, we got Anna Connie. Bring us home with these intros, and then we're going to jump into our tips. Diana, you're going to be up first.
Hi, I'm Anna Connie Walters. Yes, I am in Kailua, Kailua, Hawaii, so Oahu. So, Marcus, I feel you. It is still dark. We just survived a big storm. I am the owner and CEO of Empower Her Wave. I'm a nurse-turned entrepreneur, an AI business strategist for heart-led women and military-connected entrepreneurs, teaching them how to automate and use AI to simplify and work smarter, not harder.
Man, and Anna Connie just had a sold-out event on what was it? International Women's Day, all about vibe coding. So stoked you guys are here. Whooshes to Anna Connie. All right, this is how this is going to go, guys. I'm going to try something really quick to see if it works, and then I think it's going to work. Whoop. Y'all, wait, maybe. Yeah, we are using Restream today, and they have so many updates. I'm very, very excited about it. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to go through all of these rock stars. They're going to give you their best sales tip from this past month. They're going to share a win that they've had recently. They're going to share their best sales tip. And then at the end, we're going to share insights as we wrap up. And this is going to be so fun. If you have friends that you know would benefit from this, just share this with them, like sprinkle it amongst your community. Again, drop the word news or show notes. What did I say? Drop the word notes in the chat. We'll get the show notes to you. And we are going to get started with the amazing Diana. Diana, are you ready to take it away?
I am ready.
All right. Let's have everybody else mute your mics while Diana is on, just because otherwise we'll infiltrate her her ridiculously awesome, powerful tip and win. Take it away. Wait, hold on. I'm going to make you full screen. Okay, now go.
Oh, good. So it is consistency over perfection, because if you wait for perfection, you'll never do anything. And my win is that I was having a conversation with somebody that I knew who is not really in my demographic, but signed up with me anyway.
Wait, you told me that was, first of all, you are a rock star, because that was so fast. And I told you guys to be quick with your tips. I love it.
Take direction well.
Okay, so tell us, because I think this win was actually big, because you serve mainly women, but recently what happened?
So I had a guy that I had actually been teaching Argentine tango lessons with, and we started talking about some of the other stuff that was going on in his life. And he goes, okay, can I work with you? And I'm like, absolutely, yes.
Sometimes you don't realize that maybe your ideal demographic can actually expand. When you start with a very specific niche, other people still self-select in. So really awesome.
And then after that, I started noticing more men commenting on my stuff. And it clearly talks about midlife women, menopause, all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh, interesting.
Interesting. I'm excited to see where this takes you. So I love this tip. Say it again. Consistency over perfection.
Consistency over perfection.
It's so good, man. I know that the more that you show up, and my word for this year has been no excuses. And so even with this, we are going to be doing this show more consistently, and I'm super stoked about it. Great tip. Thank you so much. I love it. Wendy Paquette, we're going to come to you next. Let me get you full screen. Wait. There we go.
Hey, so my tip with sales this month has been showing up as you. Your consistent ability to be yourself fully, to then resonate and align with your ideal client. And that by far will change the game. It's only when you're being yourself can you actually know and be joyful about what you're creating, particularly with sales. So that's my tip. My tip is consistency and communication, and clear communication. And you can only have that if you know who you are. So I guess you would
Okay.
start there.
Wait, you're so good at actually. Oh, I just turned my video off. Sorry. You're so good at showing up as your full embodied whole self. So what do you do to do that? Like,
You get to be an allowance of who you are instead of trying
love
to be like someone else or do what someone else is doing. Embrace the uniqueness that is you. You're born individually on your own as yourself. You get to express that same individuation so that everything that you are shows up in front of you. So when you're focused on your health, your wealth, your business, it's going to show up in alignment to you, just like a tuning fork, right? You ting this tuning fork and the resonation, the sympathetic resonation of that alignment is going to show up automatically.
I love it. Amazing. Okay. And what was your win? I remember reading it and now I can't remember what it was. Do you remember what it was?
Oh, the win?
You sent me your win.
I have so many wins, honestly.
The human programming for your really cool thing about human programming with AI in your business. Wait, let me make you full again.
So in my world, the human technology, we all are born with human technology. It is something that we possess right out of the gate. And the human technology is your capacity to know that the pathway that you're on is the exact pathway that your soul is asking for. And that uniqueness is going to be the alignment like I was just talking with. So the human technology we have is reflected in AI. So as much as you're communicating in your world, or you think you are, when you go to use AI, if you're communicating with AI and you're asking it stuff and it's not giving you what you want, you get to check the communication level. Are you being vague? Are you being general? Are you mimicking someone else? And then you're getting it back from AI and you're like, this isn't working. That doesn't sound like me. Check your communication. Because if you're not clearly articulating exactly what you want, exactly what your expectations are, and who you'd like to work with, and what it is that you do in the world that's going to support others, you're not going to get it back out of AI. That is my absolute favorite thing that I've learned. It's so easy to be you even more because then the AI is going to reflect it in that way.
Man, I love that because it's like we are using AI as our tuning fork. So that's so good. I love it. Whooshes to you. So
Thank
good.
you.
You guys, have you ever seen me go this fast through things? I'm so proud of us today. My husband likes to joke that I slow down when you pay me, but we don't know if that happens either. So I'm so stoked that we're here. Stacy, you are going to be our next. So give us your tip and your win, but let me have you go full screen. You are muted right now, just so you know too.
All right. Well, my tip is something that I learned from what I call the $700,000 mistake. And so this is something that's really easy to do in your business, but as Jim Rohn says, it's easy to do. It's also easy not to do. And that is doing a come on back strategy. And so what happened is this client of mine, he canceled his coaching call and he came to his next call and he said he had $100,000 sale and that's why he had canceled the call. And I was like, oh my gosh, let's do the happy dance. And he's like, no, Stacy, do not do the happy dance. And I said, well, how can a $100,000 sale not be a happy dance moment? And he said, because this client has been going to my competitor for 7 years, hence the $700,000 mistake. So that got me really passionate about having people reactivate their past clients because they're out there and you've just forgotten about them. And there's 2 reasons why this is happening. And number 1 is that you think that your clients are going to remember you when they need you, right? And it is not your client's job to remember you. You need to remind them. And the second thing is a big mindset shift is that you need to remember that your clients that have worked with you in the past, they might be shy to actually come and work with you again, right? They've gone off and tried something else. If they feel like they've cheated on you, they might not come back to you. They might go to another solution. And so you need to give them permission to come back and let them know that you would love to work with them again. And I wanted to share, one of my clients did this and it was the worst month of the year for her. It was December. And she sells weight loss. So can you imagine trying to sell weight loss in in December? Everybody wants to wait for January. And I said, I don't know if you should do it this month. And she said, I really want to do it. I said, okay, let's go. She implemented this come on back strategy and she increased her sales. She had her first 5-figure month, her best month ever. So she added a 0 right there. And so it was really exciting. So I just want to tell you to do the come on back strategy, do it regularly, put it into your business that if you haven't worked with somebody, and it depends on what kind of business you are, how often you want to reactivate people, but put that on your calendar. Like every month, go back and see who you need to reactivate and give them permission to come back and work with you again.
Man, I love this tip so much. I recently saw a client post, and she was a past client like several years ago. She was in our GLAM program, and she said, I am blown away that none of my past coaches have ever reached out to me and asked me to come back and work with them again. And I was like, it's wild that sometimes we are sitting here thinking, you know, if that person actually reached out to me, I'd probably say yes, but I'm not going to do it unless they actually reach out to me. Like, I think that giving them permission is such a great nugget.
I think it's because like when you go to a hairdresser and you go to a new hairdresser, you don't want to go back to the first hairdresser
job,
right? Because you think that like, oh, I cheated on them. I shouldn't go back to that hairdresser. But every hairdresser I've ever talked to said, oh yeah, like come on back.
Yeah.
So,
I love it. It's so good. Okay. Did you share your win?
Oh,
I know what your win is. You didn't share it yet.
I
don't know what it is.
Gosh, I have so many wins, but I think I really liked the fact that I started with a low ticket offer for $500 that I'd never done before. And it was really successful at upgrading people into my mastermind program. So
it's so good. I love that you were there serving these people at such a high level. And then by adding that thing, which maybe you had been, I don't know, did you have fear around adding a low ticket in?
It just didn't make sense for me before because I thought, well, if I'm already starting at, thousands of dollars, why would I do a low ticket?
Yeah.
And so you really encouraged me to just like go for it. No excuses. So I did it. And
all of it.
It's put nice into action. Offer.
It's so good. Whooshes, whooshes. And it works. Imagine that. That's like my favorite quote of Dottie, one of our awesome Multiply members. Holy crap, it works. Like, I love it. All right. Up next, we have the amazing Marcus Anderson. Are you ready, Marcus?
Absolutely.
So Wait. Hold on. I'm going to get you full screen.
Oh,
hooray.
Look at that guy. So my tip for you is less, it's just a tactic. It's tactical. And that is right now we're experiencing auctions with people who have communities and they've got great rapport with their communities and they've got great solutions that solve their present pains really well in like a clearly different and desirable way. Auctions are a great way to get these quick 4, 5, even 6-figure sales pops in a matter of like 24 to 48, maybe even 72 hours if you're going to, go a little longer with it in terms of like the sales process afterwards. But I highly encourage people who have that sort of setup to run with it and give it a try, because not only are they, like I said, a good way to get a sales pop, but they're a hell of a lot of fun. And there's nothing cooler than watching people like in the comments in the last like 10 minutes, like bidding each other up and smack talking each other. And like, it just turns into like this really fun sort of competitive thing. And at the end of the day, like everybody is enjoying a sales process, which is really hard to say in other avenues of like sales. Like, oh dude, this is actually like a fun thing, a fun way to buy. And to kind of like back up a win on top of that.
Wait, hold on. I accidentally clicked the full screen too soon because I just want to highlight before, and I know you've got like seriously awesome wins around this auction thing too, but those of you that are watching right now, have you ever heard of or seen, you may have seen the auctions that we did, which Marcus has helped me to put into place, the whole strategy, implementing all of it. If you have never seen this auction thing before, I think it's something that feels very foreign in our space. But what I find to be wild, Marcus, is that before we met, I was actually known kind of in my offline world as being a undercover auctioneer. I was just at an event this week where it was an eWomen event, and they were like, oh, we are so lucky to have like from all the way across the globe, a famous auctioneer here with us. So I actually love doing auctions in real life, like for charity events and things like that. So I was so excited when I learned that you were doing this online. So as we move into the win, can you just explain what you mean? Because I think some people may be like, what on earth is he talking about? And I'm going to make you full screen again.
So we're actually running inside of like school groups or Facebook groups where people have communities, or even off of their personal profiles. We're running like an eBay style auction where you're putting up, a package that people can bid on, right? And usually there's one winner. Sometimes, you and I have expanded and tried like 2 and 3 winners and things like that. And just, the idea is create a package of deliverables that has a really killer transformation built into it. It's not so much about the deliverables as it is like, what do those deliverables like serve? What do they move towards? We put some sort of time limit on it, and we tell people like, hey, bid $1. It's all you gotta do, bid $1. We'll give you a prize just for, a bonus just for bidding. Bid $1. There's no reserve on this thing. Just let it go. And what's really interesting about it is, and this kind of weaves into the tip a little bit, is that there's multiple layers of revenue involved in this, right? So there's like the winner, right? Whatever they, bid and agree to pay, there's that. And then there's going to the bidders themselves, because all of these bidders are telling you, hey, I'm willing to spend this much. I have this much money I can put towards this. And so maybe they didn't win the auction, but there's definitely a package or an offer or something else that you can sell them to help them get that same transformation that they were bidding on, but maybe the deliverables are stripped back. So it's not so much, fulfillment on your end, and, the person who wins the auction can still feel like they got something exclusive. And the tip, adding to the tip and the multiply win, this is what I learned from you, because I've been running these auctions for a long time, but adding a masterclass layer, which is something I'd never done before, to where, I said, we give everybody a bonus. We gave everybody a masterclass for 2 of these. And the first time we did it, we added like an extra $75,000. So people came on to a free training a couple days later. It was a really great training, but it was also an opportunity for people to see the person in action, who was you, and realize like, oh, I want to work with this person. Like, this is amazing, because you get so much touch with them, and like, you're pre-selling them on who you are and what you do. And so we did that, and that first one I think was like $178,000. And then we did another one, you and I, about a month ago or so at this point, and same thing. The bidders, we had a masterclass a few days after that. I think we added an extra $45,000 in sales from that. So maybe, yeah. So my tip for you is like, just keep the momentum going and look for different ways to. There's so many layers of monetization to these things. So it's like, what can you kind of eke out?
I love it. And as we know, the more fun you have, the more money you make. So that's how you make the bigger impact. It's so, so good. Thank you so much, Marcus. I'm so grateful for you as a member of our Multiply community, but also as a member of our team, and just so, so grateful. I love it. All right. Okay. Are we ready? You guys, share in the chat. What's been your biggest takeaway so far? We're about to head into the amazing Andy Franco. Andy, are you ready for this magic?
I sure hope so.
I think you are. Here we go. We're glad that the snow hasn't taken you out. All right.
Hi. Sorry, my camera seems to be like unfocusing. So
I know it got back on track.
Okay, good. Okay, so my biggest tip at the moment, and I'm going to go super analog, and this is maybe even going to come across a little boring, but with today's world and environment, we are all beyond distracted, right? And so my suggestion and my number one tip is to do less, is to focus on what are the things that in the last 6 months have made you the most money, and focus on those. Is stop getting distracted by all the bells and whistles and the shiny stuff and the AI and this and that. Is to go back to basics and go back to promoting the things that have worked for you in the last 6 months. Going analog, getting deep into 1 or 2 specific products, and really pushing and promoting those things, the things that have worked consistently for you. I think so many of us are getting so distracted by all the things that we could or should be doing that we really need to double down on what's already worked. Because one of the big reasons for that is that it is typically, especially in the day of just mass consumption or mass just content everywhere, people need to see and interact with your brand 7, 8, 9 times before they're comfortable and confident buying. So if we lean into the things that have already worked and promoting those things and trying to actually build on what we have an established base from, you're more likely to get quicker sales out the gate.
I love this tip. And I know, like, so you guys are going to out ourselves. Andy and I had a really long conversation about this separately recently, because the AI stuff is so sexy. It's so easy to get sucked in, and I do have a tip that I'm going to share also. I'll go after Anakani, but it's so important that I think even with all of those things that are pulling us in, we have to make sure, just like Andy, it's like you actually didn't know that I was going to sponsor your tip with swag, because you guys go make offers. If you want this mug, you can buy it. I'll put it in the chat so you can remind yourself to go talk to humans. Andy, I love that tip so much. What was your win that you wanted to share?
Yeah, so my win, so this is actually a client win.
Okay, I'm going to make you full screen. Okay, go.
Yeah, this is just a quick client win. So, and this is actually something that I think is really cool and actually ties back into what I was just talking about, was that one of my clients has a podcast. She's been podcasting for years, and we've started over the last 2 years taking those podcast episodes and turning them into blog posts. So people can either consume, and we embed the podcast directly into the blog post. So we turn the podcast into a blog post, embed the podcast episode in. We run a really, really short, small ad budget into the blog post pages on her website, right? So we do $1 a day for 10 different blogs. And I was looking back at the numbers, our stats from the last year. So from just the last 12 months, and through running ads, again, $10 a day, you could do it for less. $10 a day to the individual blog post pages. We spent $3,200 in the last 12 months, and we generated $36,000 because, again, you're getting people to know, like, and trust you. And so she generated a huge amount of money from just something that was just doing basically brand building.
That is so good. I also think when you're promoting a blog post like that, it's very unassuming. It doesn't feel like, go opt in for this thing. It's really value forward. I love that. Y'all, $1 per blog post a day. So easy. So
yeah, maximize the content you already have.
Yeah, I like it. I like it because I like to say, what you do around the video is more important than what you do in the video. So that is a perfect example. I love it. Whooshes. All the whooshes. So good. Thank you. Okay, Lisa, are you ready?
I'm ready.
We're gonna bring you
so
I mean, wait. I gotta get you on the screen. I'm gonna bring you full screen. I know this is like a weird waiting for the moments. For those of you that just joined us, we are here for the Saturday Sales Club. We have seriously awesome tips flying at your face, and you can drop the word show notes below if you would like to get access to the notes. I also will put the link in the chat. You can go grab those show notes over at AI Times, molly.live/AI Times. I'm going to be sending out the written version of all of this, just like Andy was just talking about. We will send this all out to you, and stick around because we've got lots more magic coming up. All right, Lisa, I'm going to make you full screen. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Okay.
So my tip kind of goes along with what we're sort of hearing, and I just want to affirm that is AI is very shiny. It moves really fast, and you can get really lost in the, oh, now I need to learn this thing, or I need to try this new app, or dang it, I thought, Gemini was the best, but now look what Claude just did, And so I say that the tip is find something that works for what you actually need. And if it satisfies what you're needing to get done, and if it does it in the way that is in your brand voice, your style, that the output is great, just lean into it. You don't have to be the expert of all things AI if this is your niche. Be very competent and proficient in one, and then you can bring in tools. But I think so much right now, people are feeling so much pressure that, I need to know all these things because all these experts and all these gurus are coming online and they're telling us that this is the new thing I should be doing. And I think it's really a distraction, and it keeps you from keeping the main thing. And so I just think my tip today is just be consistent, find something that works for you, and then just sort of like, just push that noise out that says you should be doing something more around this. And that kind of goes into my win. My win is because I'm, very human first. I like to talk to people. I like to give a lot of value without pitching or whatever. I just want to sort of, I care about people and their business. And so I was talking to someone and just listening to them. It was just a relaxed conversation. It wasn't around business at all, but they were talking about their business and what issues that they were having. And so I just offered a little piece of like, hey, I think that you could try this and this could help you. And so they were like, show me more. And so right there, I showed them, and it landed me a huge contract for this company. And I'm doing a big build out for them, all because I just sat there, had a conversation, listened, and then offered a little piece of like, hey, I think this could help you with. I didn't really have an expectation of return, but just being willing to be human, show up, offer value, I was able to get that return in favor to my business.
That is so good. I love it. You know what else I really love is that we have all these AI experts on this call and they're like, put the blinders on, right? So that is how I know I'm in the right room, because I know that we're not, even though like I was saying, I get so guilty of it as well sometimes, but the comparisonitis and the fact that we are living in a space where we are surrounded by so many marketers who are all using marketing messaging to get us to want to get sucked into the next shiny new thing. I love that we can have those like blinders on, choose the thing that works for you, and then go talk to humans. It's so good, Lisa. Thank you. Whooshes, congrats. I love it too. Congrats on that like subtle human offer, right? Like the value. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, Anna Connie, are you ready? I'm gonna bring
Ready.
you up on the screen. Here we go.
I have a toddler asleep in the other room, so
Whisper.
if I whisper,
So
just
lean
stop.
in. This is going to be the ASMR session.
Are you guys ready? That's Molly's favorite tip. When you guys really want people to pay attention, get really close and whisper. Okay, so I'm a nurse turned entrepreneur, and I work with wellness women and military entrepreneurs. And one of the biggest things is that a lot of the people that I work with are really intimidated by AI. And my tip for you, are you ready, is build and learn publicly. And I've been noticing, actually, as I'm on social media, that it's not just people in the AI space. There's all kinds of people that are having massive success by building and learning live, meaning like as you're learning, you just bring people onto the journey. For example, I just did a live in-person event. I piggybacked off of Lovable's huge global international women's event, She Builds, and I just added Oahu at the end because there was no in-person events here. I had no idea what I was doing. I've never really done a public live in-person event at that level. And within literally like 4 days from deciding I'm just going to do this, to like networking and asking people to help me out to figure out a space and start inviting people, we were almost 70% booked out within 24 hours of announcing it. We almost were fully booked out by the day of the event. On a Sunday in Oahu, Hawaii, it was sunny and people still showed up. I had 2 men show up in a room full of women, which was even more amazing. And it was because I showed up. I had no idea. To be honest, secret, I had not touched the actual Lovable site up until the day that I decided. And I decided, you know what, I'm just going to learn with you guys so that I can lead by example and tell you that this is possible. And by doing that, I had so many people follow me. I've had people reach out to me, larger nonprofit organizations who have been granted like big grants, who are considering me to run some of their in-person workshops. I've had people on the back end DM me asking me if I've planning on rebuilding the app that I used in the workshop. And, you know, hey, I saw your story. I saw your reel. Like, how are you doing this? How are you doing that? And I'm like, I am just throwing spaghetti at the wall. I am asking AI. I am learning just like you. Here's the resources that I did, or here's Molly, where I'm actually learning from. And although for us, we might be self-criticizing and be like, I can't do that. Like, then I'm going to feel like an even bigger imposter. I think it really leads to that vulnerability of people want to buy from humans. They don't want to buy from AI. And learning and building live is, 1, fun if you allow it to be, and 2, it's self-validating. People are seeing you showing up, they're trusting you better. It builds trust and it builds authority all at the same time. And I can 1000% vouch for that.
Dude, I think you have been such a poster child, poster woman, poster mermaid for putting this into action. I'm obsessed with the way that you do this. I love to call it learning out loud, right? And I know that it's scary. So I think it takes courage. But I know we all can attest that when we have been brave enough to vulnerably share, hey, I may not be perfect at this, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's like we're putting button, a bookend to Diana's tip also, right? About just showing up as yourself and that consistency over perfection. I love it so much. Congratulations also on this freaking win with this event. It was so good to see it out loud the way that you did it. I love it. So major whooshes there. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, I have my tip I'm going to do now. And then here's what we're going to do. We are going to, I didn't even say this earlier, but I would love to do a giveaway. So in just a moment, I'm going to ask you to share your best nuggets that you have had come up for you so far. We're all going to go around and share our best nuggets as well. And I'm going to pull the chat up. We'll see your nuggets coming in, and then I'll pick a nugget winner to win. I'll send you something actually physical in the mail. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. But first, I'm going to do my tip. You guys, this has been so fun. I'm so grateful. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Can I do this also? Yes. Okay. So grateful for this awesome party that we are having. And here is my tip. I am going to give you something that is AI related because it's something that I used yesterday that totally blew my mind. So I have recently heard a lot of people talking about OpenClaw or whatever you call it, about Claude Code, all these things that we can set up. And there's like a million ways to set up OpenClaw now. If you don't know what that is, it's an agentic AI tool. You can use all these different ways to access it. I actually recently discovered through my good friend Austin Armstrong the magic of Perplexity Computer. Now, it is a little pricier, like some of these AI tools. The version that you use to get this does cost a little bit more, but for me, it has saved so much time. And I'm going to tell you one very specific thing that I did with it yesterday. It's an agentic AI tool that can connect to, I think, hundreds of other tools on the back end. So I already have it checking in with me every day. It gives me a summary of the most recent AI and social media tips that it sends directly into Slack. So my whole team sees it. It goes and looks through my email. It tells me what I've maybe missed. Even though I have a human doing that, it still helps to like give us those little catch up on the other side. It's going in and it's going through our cancellations and failed payments to help us summarize that. Like, it's just doing amazing VA type work on the back end. But yesterday, what I had it do, I loved. So you may have heard the news that I am actually working as a co-producer on a brand new show that is opening on Broadway in April. It is a totally new adventure for me. I am behind the scenes working my tuchus off on it, but it is the musical version of the iconic Bette Midler movie Beaches. And it is so fun. And I cannot wait. Opening is happening in April. And the thing that's a little weird about it is that when you are working as a producer on a show like this, you aren't really allowed to publicly ask for investors who are interested. So I've not been able to do my normal marketing strategies, which feels like I have handcuffs on. So you're allowed to ask your friends and your, people that you're actually already connected to, but you're not allowed to put out marketing messages around this. So I had Perplexity go in and do this huge deep dive into the show to find ways that I could, promote this, but also stay compliant. In a very wild turn of events, it found something where there was another show recently that broke this compliance and how they got a major kind of hand slap, which then instilled the fear of God in me. And so I was like, oh no, I'm glad that I'm following these rules. So Perplexity told me that, but then it also pulled, wait for it, a huge list of organizations and people who would potentially be interested. And it gave me a spreadsheet with their name, their company, their website, if it could find them, their emails and their LinkedIn. Plus, it told me their role in their business and it gave me notes as to why they would be a good connection, which I have never seen something so beautiful. So if you are looking for ways to reach out to potential, I think for partnerships, this is huge. We don't do cold DM stuff around here, but if you're looking to build real relationships with people and you're looking for people that maybe you could partner with on a podcast, things like that, you can then go find them on these social media platforms, start to build real relationships. Perplexity Computer is an amazing way to do it. And that is my tip and my win, all in one. My biggest win, though, is that I'm here with all y'all, and I'm so stoked to be here. So I cannot wait to move into our next section. Are you guys ready? Have you figured out what your takeaways are? Because we're going to do rapid fire takeaways now. We got it? Okay. Oh, Anna County's got notes and everything. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring up, oh yeah. And as I bring your comments up on the screen, because I think this is really fun. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Y'all, I already have this set. All I had to do was click the down button. So we can see your comments here on the screen. So share your best nuggets, your best takeaways in the chat here. These are all members of our amazing Multiply program as well. So I'm just so grateful to have you guys here in our Multiply fam. Thank you so much for joining me this morning on a Saturday. Today is Charlie's birthday, so we're going to go through a big birthday party after this. But before we do, I want to know your best takeaways. Diana, we're going to start with you.
So my best takeaway is I have shiny object syndrome. And so it kind of plays into the consistency, because consistency allows me to build, but I have to put on the blinders or really focus on what it is that I need to get done and what works, because otherwise I'll be creating all of this stuff that doesn't really help what I do. It's fun, but I need that focus.
Yeah, I love it. Hey, you know what else I would love you to do? If you guys have if you would be open to, I would love to add some sort of gift for our community in these show notes. So if you have a free gift, you can also just share what that free gift is, and then I will add it to the show notes. Do you have something you can give our community?
I do. So I view midlife as a superpower. So of course, I've created a gift called Midlife Superpower, and you can access it by going to my website, and agelesslife.com/superpower.
Oh, I love it. So good. I'm feeling the superpower in my life right now. So good. Okay, Wendy, what's your best takeaway?
My best takeaway is actually Andy's with the $1 a day ad spend, because I did something really cool and asked a bunch of different AIs to pull together based on my birth date, astrology, Vedic astrology, all of those things to tell me about myself so I can understand why I was allergic to posting on social media.
I knew that's what you were going to say.
Yeah. And so when I discovered that, I realized that part of your human programming is baked right in. I mean, I knew that already, but when you were born, so I took the ancient tools that were available and some not so ancient, and discovered that if I'm invited, then I shine because I show up exponentially. So Andy's $1 a day ad on a blog to me sounds super delightful.
Yeah, I love it. And you actually do have so much content that you've done with other people also.
Yeah.
So I love that strategy for you. So good. Do you have a gift that you can give us?
I do, actually, because my work is pulling forward all of the human programming and eliminating it so that you don't have it any longer, which is why I worked so hard to try to find my own programming. I really didn't have much that was in my way, except for the day I was born and all of that stuff. But the human programming can be changed instantly. And if you're afraid of doing something, or if you're worried about making money, or if you think you're too old or too young or not educated enough, or the way you grow up is getting in the way of being successful and being joyful and happy and by far the most peaceful you've ever been, that is my work. So my free thing is, if you find my podcast out there, I have an old one that was live, but right now I have a secret podcast where I share all the tips and tricks. And the best part is, you can go to wendypocket.com and find it, the secret podcast. Not so secret anymore. But when you get on that list, you'll have the opportunity to go through all of the episodes. And once a month, I go live with the community that's inside of that. Can you bring it here? And I answer questions. So if you feel like something's in your way, show up and I will address it with you so that you can actually maybe discover something you didn't know about yourself before. So that is my free gift today.
I love it. Amazing. So we'll put that in the show notes, but you can also go to wendypaquette.com for the secret, not so secret podcast. I love these nuggets that are flying in on the screen as well. Stacy, share your best takeaway.
Well, I always tell my clients to focus on the revenue generating activities, but I'm seeing a common theme here of like all these shiny objects. And I think staying focused, but I think staying really focused on what's working. But I love the $1 a day strategy, because you can stay focused and add that $1 a day strategy, and it's just amplifying your focus.
Yeah.
I think that was really killer.
It's so good, man. I love it.
It was really good. It's amazing. Andy always shows up with the best stuff. So my giveaway for the everybody here and everybody watching is moreclientsandcash.com. If you go there, it has my hidden profits, which is part of my Add a Zero Without the Hustle system. Is hidden profits are ways you can rapidly increase your revenue without doing more marketing. It came from some of the biggest takeaways I had when I was vice president of consulting with Tony Robbins. So that's
just like, I love when you just slide that one in there, you know, just vice president of consulting for Tony Robbins. Okay, continue, please.
So it's based on this hidden profits, and it actually also gives you a free chat custom GPT that shows you how to implement these hidden profits in your business. So if you liked that come on back strategy, this GPT will show you exactly how to do it for your business, help you write the copy and all of that. So go to moreclientsandcash.com.
I love that word of mouth link too, moreclientsandcash.com. So good. So good. Okay, Marcus.
So I would say my biggest nugget from today has come from a reaffirmation from Anakani and Lisa about when you're just out there serving people and like putting yourself out there and just running with it and making it happen, like business is going to come back your way. People are going to want to work with you once they realize like, oh, dang, like not only do I like what this person does, I like this person, right? Because we're all doing business with people. At the end of the day, people think like, oh, I got to get this business online. Like, no, there's a person behind that business. So when you can like work with those people and demonstrate that you're like a good person too, and you got the goods, like, yeah, man, it's a really smart play. It's a really smart move.
It's so good. It's so true. And it seems so silly, but it really is so foundational. So it's not silly. It's actually the most important thing like in lives. So I love it. So good. And it's also scary. So keep showing up. So good. Andy, what's yours? Oh, no, wait, Marcus, what do you have a free thing that you want to?
Do I have a free thing? Absolutely.
Not a free thing. That makes it like that cheapens it. Do you have a powerful gift you would like to share with our community?
I have the most powerful gift. So Stacy and I are very aligned in like there's so much revenue sitting in your existing assets in your business and everything if you would just go back after them and have conversations. So if you hit me up, I don't have this anywhere fancy. So if you went to facebook.com/Marcus Anderson Chico, I've got what I call the Sales Convo Sparker. And for the last 6 years, I've been helping businesses pull, more high ticket revenue out of their existing audiences, like I said, without more ads or calls or funnels or any of that fun stuff. And so every single one of the campaigns I've done this with has been through email and a Google Doc. And every single campaign starts with what I call the Sales Convo Sparker email. And it's this really simple email that we've sent to literally start every single one of those campaigns. And it's led to millions and millions of dollars of sales. So I would love for you guys to get that. I've got a quick little AI tool that'll write that for you in a matter of like 3 minutes. And you could have sales combos like literally that day.
I love it. I can't wait to play with that. I'm going to go DM you. I'm just kidding. Okay.
Deal.
So good. So good. Andy Franco, what's yours?
Sorry, I had to mute myself. Okay, so I was thinking about this, and I could not agree more with Anakani, because like when you build in public or when you put yourself out there and showcase what you're doing, especially on a daily basis, it positions you as a subject matter expert. It shows that you have proficiency in something, and it shows that you're actively doing something and staying ahead of the curve, really. I had really good success with that when, last year when I was working on Sora every day and just posting, that turned into a huge windfall for me. So I think that, again, actually showcasing your audience and the people, what you're actually doing on a daily basis is, again, such a great way to build rapport in terms of making you a real human being, but also then positioning yourself as that person who actually is doing it in real life. And I think that is just so invaluable, especially for anybody like me who doesn't always do the best job or feel like you have the most to say on social media or when you're putting yourself out there, whether it's through an email or whatever. But I think that's just such a great way of doing things.
It's so true, man. And it's something I think we forget because we're so in what we're doing, but all you have to do is just like share what you're doing. Like, who knew? Yep. Right? So good. Do you have a powerful gift for our community?
So ironically, I was actually going to share something totally different today, and then I decided to talk about the $1 a day blog thing. So I literally, as we're doing this, I built a PDF with the whole breakdown of the strategy. I have that, but then I got it even more creative, and I'm building a Manus website real quick, and I'll give you a download link for a Manus website. Then you can actually just get it right now. So just give me a second, and I'll have that done.
Just learning out loud as we're here. Not even learning. You already know how to do these things, but building out loud. I love it. I know, because you did tell me you were going to give a different tip, but I really like this one.
Totally.
So
Yeah.
I think it's so good. You guys, we're just building things for you on the fly. So be excited about it. So good. Okay, Lisa, you guys, and we're like exactly on time. I'm so proud of us. Lisa, what's yours?
So like Andy, I was going to talk about something different, but then felt like I wanted to share what I shared. So what I was going to talk about is find the platform where your people live. My people live on LinkedIn. And so what I've done is just been over the last several months, super duper consistent with it. And then all of a sudden I posted something that you never know what's going to hit, right? And it had like 9,000 people were engaged with it. It had hundreds of comments. It had dozens of shares with it. And it is because the culmination of just showing up, being consistent, curating stuff, and then eventually the algorithm kicks in and helps you out a little bit. So my thing that I'm going to share is I created a Google Doc that has some LinkedIn tips and tricks and how to kind of show up and get your message out and get connected with more people. What is so interesting to me is that a lot of the people that engage with my content now are like third connections. They're not even like my first and second.
Cool.
So that's going out there. I started a newsletter that is like every week, even though I only do it bi-weekly, new subscribers are coming on. So anyway, wherever your people live, show up, be consistent. And I think that you will gain some great traction from that.
Man, I love that so much. And I love the consistency as a theme. Hey, also, because Lisa, in your stuff that you had submitted, you were talking about our Star Task Tracker app also, right? So just tell everybody a little bit about that, because I know you had written it when you were talking about what you were going to talk about today.
So Molly has this amazing app, the Star Task Tracker, and every day you go in and it reminds you, like, go talk to humans, go post, go make offers, go do these things. And while it is something that all of us inherently know, it is so fantastic for me to open it up every day and go, oh yeah, I need to do this. And because maybe I don't really have a post in mind, but it makes me go, I need to think about a post. I need to connect with some people. I need to figure out where I can make an offer. And even if I forget to fill it out, I look at it every single day. It is like top of mind, and I am following that process. So yeah, that is
I think
huge.
that was
I love it.
I love what you said about that, because I read this beforehand when you said, even if I don't fill it out, I'm doing the things, like it's there reminding us to do the things. So
Yeah.
good. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it myself as well. So good. All right, Anna Connie, what was your biggest takeaway?
All right. So consistency over perfection, allowance to be yourself. AI is a tuning fork. 7,000 mistake. Just bring people back and give them permission to come back. Live auctions to validate hot leads. Lean into what already works and invest $1 a day in what you're already putting out there, and then maximize what you already have. Boom.
I love it, dude. That was like our speedy recap that we used to do. So good.
And then I just rebuilt so in the She Builds a Wahoo, I built out a lovable app where it helped create a super prompt when you were live coding, because a lot of people are putting out there, yeah, live coding is sexy and it's super easy, but what people happen to do is that they go down these rabbit holes when you start tweaking, because you don't have a very good base prompt, and then you use up all your tokens, and then you end up upgrading like a bajillion times. So I created an app to give you the best base vibe code app or like prompt to get you started on the right foot faster, so that you're not wasting time or tokens. And it works for whether or not you want to build an app, a website, a course, a presentation. I think there's one other thing. I'm putting the final touches, and if you want to test it out for free, go to my Instagram at Empower Her Wave. I did a reel of this whole thing already, Molly. That's like a thing that Molly teaches us to do. You just comment on that reel, build lab, and I'll get you access.
Hey, I love a good party bus, by the way. That was such a good party bus strategy. So if you guys don't know my party bus strategy, it's where you send people from one platform to another, and then you bring them onto your party bus. So I love how Marcus is like, send me the DM here. Stacy had her very specific, website right there that was so easy to remember here. Going to the Anna Connie's Instagram like that. We are all on the party bus, y'all. This has been so fun. I am so grateful. And we're going to pick a winner. So Diana, since you were on first today, I'm going to scroll through these. Can you just tell me where to stop? I'm not going to use AI to pick our nugget winner, but we have so many nuggets on this screen and I'm going to scroll through and then you just tell me when to stop.
Are you scrolling?
I'm scrolling.
Stop.
Ugh. Okay, I can't even read who it is yet. I'm just going to click the button. Cassandra, Multiply member Cassandra Stafford. She says, Nugget, people want to learn from humans, not AI. So really good nugget. I think it's true. Cassandra, I'm going to send you a book in the mail. I don't know which of my books you don't have yet, but whatever one you don't have, I'm going to send it to you in the mail. So email me at Molly@thepreparedperformer. It will either be AIify your business, choose confidence, or finding my awesome. Or maybe, because I know Cassandra sometimes teaches music and piano lessons, I have a secret book that you can get on Amazon also called Performance Power, all about how I've taken my Broadway focused life and turned it into business. Now we're going back towards Broadway. Who knows what's happening? But very, very stoked to be here with you all. Okay, guys, this is our first episode. I'm so excited about it. If we have never met and you somehow came here, as I said, my name is Molly Mahoney. We are here to help you to get clients with AI, automation, and authenticity. And I am so grateful for the humans in our community. These are members who are in our Multiply program, but also more importantly, dear friends who are brilliant business owners, truly turning their message into revenue generating movements. And we did it, you guys. We are exactly on time. And I think Luann's comment should also win because Luann said the state will go down in history because I am never ending things on time. So with that, we're going to play a little outro dance party. I am so stoked to be here with you all. And here we go. We will see you the first Saturday. Wait, is this the first or the second Saturday? What's today? Second Saturday? Second, JK, second Saturday of the month. We're going to be doing the Saturday Sales Stars Party. Keep an eye out. Go to molly.live/AI times. Hey, and if you're around on Monday, I'm going to be doing a giant training called the Anti-Robot AI Playbook about how you can combine AI with true human authenticity. So, head over and meet me there too. If you go to molly.live/AI times, you'll get information. Okay, let's have a party. You guys ready for the dance party? Here we go. Thank you for joining